What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Altmaier. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Looking for a man. It's Kane. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! First score of the game goes up.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the counter. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Third down coming up after the completion. Keep it on the draw. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Back to throw, it's Kane. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab past the marker. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking to pass. It's King. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Plows through the defense.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. This should be the last play of the quarter. Toss sweep to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Dropping back, it's King. A little screen to the running back. It's a seam wide open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rivers. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. It doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big hit.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Dumps it off in the flats. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. That's caught. It's Dixon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by just 2 to San Jose State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Fakes to grab. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Caught over the middle, it's Sanders. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Illinois right back to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw time, running short in the half. They go to the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. 3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Crosses the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air. It's Altmaier. They've got the screen set up. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision of the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They just keep firing. Quickly complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
Wide open spaces. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Georgia Tech, 28, Illinois, 7.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
Looking deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Lots of running room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's Not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Ready up. Lasso.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to throw. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Zings it complete to the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Slips a tackle and he's got room. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.